Okay, guys. So I'm sorry I missed last week. It's been kind of crazy. Work's been crazy, life's been crazy, and it has been officially a year since I bought the bus. So, what I figured I'd do is because I haven't done any work on the bus lately, and because I have been so busy with life, and life happens. So, since I have not been doing anything, there's nothing new to show you. But what I figured I'd do is, seeing that I've lived on the bus, well, I've lived on the bus officially since March. So I've lived on the bus for 7 months now. I officially bought the bus a year ago. So what I'm going to go over today is 5 things I've learned since I purchased the bus. It's more of like a broad spectrum kind of thing. But the first one is expenses. What I have spent so far on the bus is the whole bus build, including the bus and every single bit of everything in here, down to curtains, down to wood, materials, screws, like every freaking cent was $20,000, $182. So, and some change. I didn't really, just rounded it up. So that's how much I've spent on the bus build. That's everything in here. That is every single thing that you can see on this bus that's how much I have spent on this bus. Is it a lot of money? And could I have done it probably a lot cheaper? Absolutely. There are certain things that I didn't want to cut corners on. There were certain things I did cut corners on. And that does not include my solar. I do not have solar yet. I want to get solar. But that is an expense that I'm tapped out at this point. And that's probably why there's not going to be a lot of building in my videos anytime soon. I'd like to do more traveling videos. So that has been the expenditure that I personally have spent. And that includes insuring the bus for a year. That includes, like, that $20,000 includes the new tires I put on, anything that I've had done mechanically to the bus since I've owned the bus. 3 new tires on it, and a whole bunch of other stuff, oil changes, a brake seal cylinder fixed. I mean, everything. So in the last year, that has been my expenses for the bus. The next thing I've learned is how much work actually goes into a build. There is a ton of work that behind the scenes in my videos you guys don't actually see, because it is extremely hard to videotape and be able to be progressive and get things done while you're filming, and it's really hard. So there has been, if I had to guesstimate, if I had to put a good, I can't even guesstimate on the hours I've put in. Lots and lots and lots of hours. Like, I am out here when I first started it, from the second I got out of work till the second it got dark, or even when it got dark, sometimes I turn the light on and just keep on working if I could. So there is a lot of hours put into it, and I'm still, like I said, I'm not completely done. I would have to say I am probably 98% done. My other biggest thing is my solar panels that I want to put on, although I have been living in the bus without solar. So, you know, it's working. The other thing, number 3, would be experience on the build. When I started this build, I had no experience whatsoever in doing anything. Nothing. Like, I did not know how to do, I think I might have put a bookshelf together from like Walmart or something, but I didn't know how to do anything. It was research, YouTube channels, researching, asking questions to people that I knew, asking questions from strangers that I didn't know on the bus build forums and everything like that. So I would say use your resources immensely. Even me using all those resources I had, I still made a ton of mistakes. But some days I let it get me down, and other days I was just like, it's gotta get done. Like, I have to stop fucking pity partying myself and just do it. And that's what I did. And like every day I would do something, and if I messed up, it would suck, but then the next day I'd actually get it, and it would be so exciting and so happy, and it was just, it was amazing when I finally finished it, and I was extremely proud of it. So I would have to say that has really made me grow into the person I am today, like from a year ago. Like, I've changed 180 since a year ago, I believe. I've been more confident and more knowing I can do something. Even though if I think I can't do anything, I'm going to go try to do it at least. At least I can say I tried. And if it failed, well, it failed. Try again. So I guess that is a huge thing that I've learned since building the bus. So that brings me to number 4, the confidence. It has given me an immense amount of confidence in myself, in the fact that I feel like since I've done this, I can do anything I want to do, and I can build anything I want to build. And I mean, it might not be perfect. My bus isn't perfect, but do I love it? Am I proud of it? Abso-freaking-lutely. I love living in here. Like, this is home, this is comfort, this is my place, this is my security blanket in here, and I love it. But it has just made me realize how much I can do, even when I'm faced with things that I can't even sometimes fathom in my head that I didn't think I could do, and I can do it. So I would say confidence, it's a huge confidence builder in yourself when you're doing bus build, because you're doing it. Every little step, every stupid little tiny step that you do is a step closer to finishing. So confidence is number 4. Huge thing I've learned on the bus. And 5 is the experiences I've had on the bus. The experiences of meeting new people and going new places, and like feeling that I'm confident to even go and do those things. So now that I've like have the bus and I can travel in it and I can go places, that's what I want to do all the time. I have a lot of things I have to pay off. I mean, I did a lot of my bills on a credit card, which is stupid, I understand, but in my brain, it's the same as having a mortgage. This is my home. This is where I live. And, you know, you can't even go out and buy a truck nowadays for this price. So, you know, we all have things and ways we deal with things, and this is exactly how I dealt with it. And now I have a beautiful home to show for it, and I built it myself, and I don't know what else to say about it, but the experiences of meeting all the amazing people in the bus forums or in real life, I have just loved it. I have loved every single minute of it. Loved it. I cannot look back in this past year and regret anything in my life. Everything since I bought this bus is gone exactly the way I thought it was going to go. Did I know I was going to make mistakes? Yes. I knew that for a fact, because I know I'm not perfect, and I'm not a perfectionist. So I knew there were going to be mistakes. I knew that there was going to be things that I was going to have a really hard time on and struggle with, especially lifting stuff, getting things out. Thank God I had a few friends that I could call and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to pick your brain for a minute. Or this weighs 600 pounds. There's no freaking way like I can do this by myself. Like the handicap lift, that thing was like 600 pounds. There was no way little old me was going to get that out of the bus. So, I mean, I struggled as it was just to get the pieces of flooring and the plywood on the floor. That was a struggle. That was heavy. You know, the things that were like above my weight, it does get extremely heavy. But I always find a way to do it, like even if I struggle. But the 600-pound handicap lift that I did have in here, I knew I would get hurt. So I was like, I need help. I need a few people I can call and be like, hey, can you come help me get this out? And all of my friends have been amazing. Anytime I call and ask for advice or questions, or hey, can you just come look at this? Something feels off. Like, I'm looking at it, it looks good to me, but something still feels off in my brain. Or this damn skylight, I've had so many problems with it since I put it in. You know, I phone a friend, I'm like, hey, I need your help. No problem. Always there to help me. So I have met some really amazing people during this build. I just want to apologize to you guys because I haven't been very consistent in the last month. Well, I could say August. It's just I haven't really done a ton. And I don't want to throw out content that isn't quality, good content. I mean, my videos are not the best as far as editing and stuff like that, but I'm always going to be real with you guys. I'm always going to keep it real. I'm always going to tell you what's going on in life. I'm always going to just be honest and upfront with you guys. So last week's video, there was none. I was not doing anything on the bus at all, and there wouldn't have been anything. I didn't go anywhere cool. Like, there would have been nothing for content. So I will keep trying. Next weekend I am going to the ocean, so I'm super excited about that. I'll film some stuff. I'm not taking the bus, but I would love to, but with fuel, it's gonna be like $500 just in fuel to get the bus there and back. So I decided not to do that. So what I'm going to do is I will still go on an adventure, and I will record the adventure for you so that you guys can come along and see what's going on and see the beautiful ocean with me, because this is my first time going to this certain one, so I'm excited. And I just hope you guys all know that I really appreciate all of you, and I really love all of you, and I'm so glad that you guys have stuck with me for a year and have grown my channel. I mean, it's, you know, you think about it, when I first started, I had maybe 10 people that actually watched my YouTube channel, and it's grown. I mean, it hasn't grown really fast, but it's grown, and I'm like super stoked that all of you even want to see what I have to say. Like, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I am so glad that you watch what I have to say. I'm a fool 99.9% of the time when I'm doing my videos, but I'm just really like blessed and thankful that you all just are here and support me, and all your encouraging comments and all of your positive, you know, feedback. When I ask a question on a video, you guys are always more than happy to tell me something on what I'm doing wrong or something, and I love that. I love taking helpful criticism because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. So anytime there's somebody that has experience and they're telling me that this is how it might have to go, I really truly appreciate it, and I just appreciate everybody. And I can't believe I did it. Like, sometimes in life you're just like, holy shit. Like, you look back, you know, I just kind of ponder back on the last year of things that I've done, and I just can't even, like, I'm baffled that I look around some days and I'm just like, I fucking did this. How? Like, it was baby steps the whole time, and every challenge was a different challenge. Everything that I did, some days it felt like I'm like, this thing, like, I had thought many times I'd sit outside the bus, especially when I first got it and there was not a lot of progress, and I just thought to myself, what the hell did you get yourself into? What are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. Like, I would self-doubt myself, and that's the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. But I was like, damn it, you already did it. You already bought a freaking school bus. You gotta finish it. So, yeah, I look around and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy with my life. I'm so happy with the way the bus looks now. It's gorgeous. Like, I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly the design I wanted. It's exactly, people walk in and they're like, this is definitely you. And I'm like, yeah, it is. They're like, you can tell you built this. You can tell this is all your personality. This is all you. It's totally you. And I just gotta say, I love it. And I love you guys. I just want you all to know that. Like, I appreciate you all. Much love from the bottom of my heart. All right, guys. We'll talk later.